Sunday morning, day in the life with the M4 Max MacBook Pro. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just honestly, like right off the bat, I have no idea why I'm doing a day in the life with this thing, because it is way too powerful for most people and it is way too expensive to even fathom buying on it like on an average basis. This thing is like the base model of the M4 Max, which is already saying out loud sounds a little ridiculous, but anyway. So it does have 1 terabyte of storage. It also has 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is very impressive. The M4 Max chip, obviously, which is super powerful. And this big body right here, when I say big body, I am not that is not an understatement, guys. This is as big body as it gets. Now, the 16-inch is actually pretty heavy. It is a considerable difference between this one and the 14-inch in terms of size, and not only size, but also weight. Overall, very powerful computer. I don't think I would recommend this to 99% of you guys because you don't need this much power. But then that's also the perfect reason for me to review it and do a day in the life, because I get to do it for the videos and it's fun like that. $5,000 worth of machinery. My regular MacBook is still an M1 Pro MacBook Pro with the 14-inch model, and it's still amazing. Like, it's still a powerhouse. I get all my work done like really quickly and effectively. But anyway, Sunday morning, it's currently like 10:30. Went to bed pretty late last night. I ended up like freaking falling asleep on the couch, and then I had to move to the bedroom. But since my Sundays are also kind of like my relaxed day and I get to chill for a little bit, I'm gonna take the morning, just handle up a little bit of work, few emails, this and that. I'm mainly gonna relax and chill, and I'll touch base with you guys in a minute. Well, it's gonna be a minute for you on the video in the editing, but it's probably gonna be an hour or so for me in real life. Also, if you're new around here and you just happen to click on this video and you love this kind of content, so day in the life, vlogs, lifestyle, and all of this cool stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out, and leave a like on the video. And also, if you want to leave a comment, that would be great as well. So, I really don't like, really realistically, even if you're making like $100,000 a month, which, I mean, if you are making $100,000 a month, honestly, hats off to you, because you figured it out. I mean, at this point, you get nothing I can tell you is of any value, because you figured it out. You cracked the code. But making coffee at home, so much more effective, so much more worth it. Recently, I've just been using like these Nespresso shots, little capsules, and I typically use them. And I'll have like oat milk. I have vanilla flavored oat milk. Just shake it up in like a little cup like this. I'm gonna get some work done, and I will see you on the flip side. Rejoice, for there's no class tomorrow. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot. Sweet bollocks, that's fucking amazing, isn't it? Fucking amazing, tomorrow's Victoria Day and I forgot. Oh, sweet pumpernickel, that's great, innit? That's very nice, very nice. Alright, so some time has passed. It's currently 11:40 a.m. I got some work done on the computer. I was just working on a few things. Just like also shopping around. I need to get a coffee table, so I'm going to get to that ASAP. I'm going to try and find one as soon as I possibly can. And I want to change the rug. I have like a dark blue rug, but I want to change it up. So anyway, currently, in terms of battery life, we're looking at 97% battery life. Show you guys here real quick. 97% battery life. This is a fat, beefy laptop. In terms of battery life, I'm not super worried. I think it's gonna hold up really well. But when you do get to the heavy works like Premiere Pro and all that stuff, and you're working with 4K content, it can get a little bit demanding. So this is why I like to use the Moken accessories. Recently, when I picked up this MacBook, given that it's a powerful machine, I knew it was gonna come with a decent power brick. But my issue with regular power bricks from like any brand is that they only have one port. So you can charge your main device, but that's really it. And for someone like me who uses multiple pieces of tech daily, I need something with multiple ports. And this is where the Moken smart wall chargers are perfect for my workflow. The 100 watt 4-port wall charger is an absolute must for me. I can not only charge my MacBook efficiently, but I can also charge my phone and my earbuds when need be, and it leaves me an extra USB spot. Granted, I need a cable for each, but being able to maximize one wall output with a wall charger like this is absolutely amazing. Later this summer, I'll be traveling to Portugal in the month of August, so this will be an absolute lifesaver to charge all of my gear overnight.
There's also a 65-watt 2-port retractable wall charger that's really practical. It's a recent design that I haven't seen much on the internet from like any brand, but I do have to admit it's a very genius design. The retractable cable is long enough to fulfill most needs. It's mainly going to be used to charge like a phone or something. But the best part about this wall charger is that it also provides a secondary USB port that you can use to charge maybe like some earbuds or a smartwatch, which is just absolutely great. Having this versatility and access to so many ports from like just one or even both of these devices is something that makes all the difference for me. Now, just to put you guys in context, when I travel, I have my camera, my microphones, my MacBook, my phone, earbuds, power bank, and the list goes on. So with these 2 wall chargers, I can now charge up to 6 devices in one go. Now, I do want to give a big thank you to the team over at Moken for setting these my way and for making this video possible. I'll definitely link these 2 powerhouse chargers in the description so you can get yours today. Now let's get back to the video.
All right, y'all, so a little update. It's currently 1:22 p.m. Bro, I don't know what I did. I was just like sitting down and I pulled something in my ankle, like in the front. I don't even know what it is. Like, I want to say it's a ligament, but I'm not too sure. Yo, I don't know, man. Like, I just have a hard time walking right now. But anyway, the day must go on. So I'm just going to get ready. I'm going to get dressed really quickly, and then we're just going to head out of the house. So little update. Currently it is 2:54 p.m. I'm in the car right now. We're about to go to a coffee shop just to get a little bit of an update on the MacBook. Probably gonna get some work done. I have a little bit of work to do in Lightroom. Just need to edit a few pictures. Later in the evening, we're gonna do a proper just like benchmark test. We're gonna check out all the numbers and see how it performs. And I also want to do a video editing test. So I'm gonna use like one of my most charged files in Premiere Pro where it has like a lot of layers and a lot of stacks, so we can export it and see just how well the M4 Max compares and how fast it processes the video. It's probably gonna tank it. I'm already pretty confident in that, but stick around for that. It's a bit of a rainy day. Usually today on Sunday mornings I've been golfing a lot in the morning, so today we actually didn't make it happen because some of the guys couldn't go, and it is what it is. But I've been really enjoying golf, and if you guys want to see more of that content, let me know. Please leave it in the comments. I will be happy to record some more of that because it's just so much fun.
So a little stop at a coffee shop. We are getting some work done on a few things that I had to do. My girlfriend actually offered me some coffee, so I was like, you know what, why not? Trying a caramel macchiato for the first time. I don't really know. I never had it really before, but the audio didn't record. My microphones weren't on, so you get my reaction, but not the sound. But anyway, the MacBook, man, I love this thing. It's so nice. So one of the first things that I want to point out is in terms of brightness in outdoor situations and like in public, it's gonna be more than enough. It gets really bright and really saturated, so you're gonna be able to get your work done. In contrast with that, the keyboard is also a really good experience. I like the fact that Apple has paid attention to the keyboard and it feels nice. The traction is good on the keys. So I had to get some work done and I decided to connect to the Wi-Fi at Starbucks. I typically don't like to connect on public Wi-Fi just because they're very inconsistent, and I'll do like hotspot from my phone, but I decided to try it out because Starbucks is one of the only places that still has a kind of decent Wi-Fi. Had a few things to get done, had to do some research and some scouting for my videos, and then I had to also tackle some productivity work like Lightroom and all of these things. So I actually decided to boot up Lightroom just like off the bat, and it is really quick. Like, I mean, this M4 Max chip, it really does deliver. It's insanely powerful, super quick. It just breezes through basically any task like it's just nothing, and it's really nice. I mean, it's also a $5,000 machine, so expect the best performance. It really just never under delivers, and that's great. Now when it comes to the trackpad, it's also a really nice experience in combination with that really nice keyboard. I mean, this trackpad is very large, it's super sufficient, and it's one of the most responsive trackpads in the whole industry. I mean, Apple has nailed it. They really have the secret sauce to trackpads. It's one of the best. It definitely gets the job done. It's probably one of my favorite out of, like I said, out of all the laptops I've ever tried. MacBook has always been on top. Now with all that being said, that was just kind of like a brief overview of my workflow. I actually did spend a lot of time in between these shots getting some work done, so I just decided to crop that out and keep it short for you guys. But yeah, M4 Max 16-inch MacBook, really nice, super powerful. I mean, this thing is crazy, and we barely drained any of the battery. I think we went down by like maybe 10%, which is really good. So on battery life, it is super effective and efficient.
Alright people, so I'm back home. I'm actually gonna start working on some, let me open the lights here. I'm actually gonna start working on a little bit of short form content. I have a second page. Well, I kind of have like another account on TikTok where I try to make like content related to like fashion and clothes because I really like fashion. So I made a page there and I'm doing some content. I'm gonna put you guys down, show you a little bit of behind the scenes. I got a little videos I want to shoot. Nothing crazy, nothing special. It's very like the content on there is very like, I would say like effortless in a sense compared to the content I do here. If you guys want to check out the TikTok page, I'll definitely leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go check it out. But let's get into these videos. Also, a little time update. It is currently 5:10 p.m. and we're doing pretty good with the MacBook. I mean, we barely use the battery because that thing is a freaking behemoth. But we got some work done and I'm actually gonna get more work done later. I'll give you guys a proper rundown of like exporting times and all that stuff in Premiere. So we're gonna tackle that a little bit later. All right guys, just got done shooting some short form content. I'm actually pretty tired right now. I'm having like a down. I've been like recording all day long. I've been working really hard. So I'm probably gonna chill for a little bit. I'm either gonna work on the thumbnail for this video or I'm just gonna take a little break. Either way, I might just do both and then I'm gonna go eat a little bit of food and I'll touch base with you guys in a little bit. And in the evening, we're gonna get to the editing process and we're gonna check that out together. All right, so a little update. I was working on a video. I actually sat down and finished some edits on a video that I had just like lined up in terms of just like my workflow, and I just exported it on Premiere Pro here on my main machine, which is this Mac Mini right here. This is what I usually get most of my work done. It has an M1 inside, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's not the best, but it was really good at the time when I bought it, and it still holds up really well now. But since the point of this video is this M4 Max MacBook Pro, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just transfer my save file from this, and I'm gonna try and export it on this. It took about like, it's a 10-minute video and it said about 30 minutes for export on this, and I ended up exporting it in like maybe like 15 minutes. I'm really hoping we can get like sub 8 minutes on the M4 Max. It probably will do it even faster, so let's just launch it and see how well we can do in terms of performance. All right, so for this process, what we have to do, I have to share my Premiere Pro file to my MacBook so I can have it. So I'm just gonna do AirDrop MacBook Pro, and now it's gonna need the SD card. So I'm gonna take the SD card and plug it into my MacBook Pro, and then once I open it up here, it should be able to just launch and everything. Also, by the way, in terms of battery life, we're sitting at 81% at the moment. Pretty decent. It's not too bad. All right, so now just to make sure we can track this properly, we have my phone here. I'm gonna put the timer. We're just gonna go here on a stopwatch. Actually, I'm gonna put it onto the side of the MacBook so I can track whilst it edits. So now what I'm gonna do, all right, so now it's gonna export the whole video. Let's see how long it takes. No guys, it hasn't even been a proper, like, it's barely been 3 minutes and it's almost done already. It's like a couple seconds left until it's ready to export. It's actually insane. I was like, let's see if we can get sub 8 minutes, but bro, it completely crushed it in like less than 3 minutes. That's actually freaking insane. The amount of time I could be saving on this, like 3 minutes and 25 seconds for a full 10-minute video. So here we go. We have the video fully playing in high quality. Everything is totally fine. This is crazy. I'm really surprised at how it was able to like fully render this whole video so quick. So obviously guys, when we're looking at this kind of performance with the M4 Max MacBook Pro, obviously you're gonna get crazy performance with this, the chip inside and just everything. It also has 32 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte SSD. Like, This is crazy. It's a powerhouse. It definitely is. I mean, I hope for $5,000 it's crazy. There's a huge difference. So on my Mac Mini and with the M1 16 gigabytes of RAM, I was able to export my video, my 10-minute video in like, I'd say like 15 minutes. So it does take a little bit longer than the actual time of the video. So about 15 minutes, and this was like 5 times faster, which is insane. It took like 3 minutes and 20 seconds. That's actually ridiculous. That would save me so much time, because if ever, sometimes I have to go and retweak a video. Like for example, the sponsor asked me like they want to tweak something or a title or just a little thing, and I have to re-export the whole video, and it takes me another 15 minutes or 20 minutes on my computer, on my Mac Mini. That could be time that I could be saving. On this, I could just do it on the fly. You know, it just takes me another 2-3 minutes to re-export a whole video, which is absolutely crazy. If you add all those like minutes and time frames up throughout like maybe, I don't know, let's say a month, you could probably win a few good hours in your hands that you could be doing something else. But yeah, power is amazing on this one. It's absolutely crazy. It's still gloomy. It's showing gloomy for the rest of the week. I mean, honestly, it's not really looking up, but yeah, the battery percent. So actually the battery did take a little bit of a hit when we did export the video. So it was exporting at full power and it was going well, but it went from 81% all the way down to 75% just in that short 5 minutes sequence. So I'll show you guys really quickly here. You'll see that the battery is now at 75% and it was at 81 just a second ago when I started exporting the video. So it will run at full power, but expect the battery to also take a little bit of a hit. Regardless, we've been using it earlier, then a little bit of work now. It's just doing great. So for the most part, top-notch performance.